you got to trust in God, because folk are fickle. We got now, in the percentage of the United States, there is now almost 49% of marriages will go in divorce. And it's getting worse. I mean, make it. Sorry. Only 49% of marriage make it. Folk will leave folk like that. Bible said, we going back in the day, in the last day they shall be given in and out of marriages. Jerry Springer is the norm. Because now we got to be patient. We got to wait longer now to do things before ever. We got all this technology, but folk don't know how to talk to one another. Folk don't know how to think. And sometimes, and we so distracted with our phones, with our electronic devices, that don't give, let me say this, I'm a tech guy, but sometimes you need to put the phone down and get off and have a purge and take a fast for the internet so you can think. Because all you're doing is being amused. Because entertainment means all you're doing is sitting there watching somebody else doing something. If it's a movie, if it's YouTube. Oh, I see the kids, they do their little dub smash, they on all the little tweeners on there, and they all, sometimes I'll be sitting there, we be eating, and at least she moving, she'll be doing this and that. I'm like, don't do that. People think something wrong with you. But that's that word, I understand. But what I'm saying, but I keep saying, let's talk, cut the phone off, let's talk and let's think. And I always, one thing my mom didn't do, she told me to shut up and do what I say. I find that out that these kids are, Bible said, they're wickeder and they're wiser. You cannot do that with this next generation. You can't tell, back in my days, they tell you if a boy touch you, you can get pregnant. You gotta be worried. You ain't gotta be just worried about the boys. You gotta be worried about the girls touching you too. You won't get pregnant, but you better be worried. But these kids know that ain't true. My daughter knows about the LBGQP, the alphabet community. She knows about that. She educate me on who's gay, who's trans, what? Huh? How you broke it down to me? No, they trans. What? I didn't know. You know, when back in my day, you know what we'll say. But see, that's the different world. And I have to wait to be educated. Sometimes you gotta wait to learn. Learn before you go into anything. Get some education on it. Don't go in there willy-nilly. Find out what you can do and make money off. That's why I tell people, I want to do this. Yes, you might want to do that, but do that want to do you? Are you going to make money off of it? But you better have a plan of how you're going to earn a living off of it. I have some people come out and and there's nothing wrong with doing your dream, but if your dream ain't making no money, it's a hobby. And once they create an income, then it becomes their dream. Then it becomes a real career. Oh, you don't believe it? When I started this church, it was a hobby. What do you mean it's a hobby? I worked part-time till it built up and God kicked me, he thrust me out. Because I sure wouldn't do this on my own. But because God was in it and God backed me, and the reason why I'm not standing because I'm a good guy, I love the Lord, and I'm okay. You know why we here and we doing all this? For his name's sake. You know why God don't matter if we got 10 people, 20 people, 100 people in the church, and the church going to look like it is? Because his name's sake. You know why I'm in my house, my car, and I drive around, and I still look cute? Because for his name's sake. That's all. He ain't doing it because he loves me, but he's doing it because for his name's sake. And I like the fact that he's doing it for his name's sake. That's why I put God's Perfect Will Ministries on our ministry, not Terry Allen. That's why I named the church a storehouse, because it represents him. And I tell you a trick. If you want God to bless you or take care of anything, put his name on it. Put his name on it. That's why when Moses had a problem, and God was getting ready to destroy the whole Israel nation, he said, Moses pleaded with God and said, God, you brought us out here. You know what the nations were going to say? The nations were going to say, you brought us out here so you can just kill us. God changed his mind. He said, you know what, Moses, you made a good point. And you don't think God will listen? You don't think we can? God said, come on, let's reason with me. God will listen to you. Some things you might not get. If you give God a good answer, he will change your whole situation. Oh, I don't believe that. The woman that came to him begging to be healed for a daughter, and she said, Lord, even the crumbs that fall off the master's table. Because Jesus said, I don't supposed to be dealing with y'all. This is for the children of Israel. She said, well, Lord, give me some of the crumbs. That fall, the dogs get to leak. He said, I don't give the children's meat to dogs. He said, well, the dogs lick the crumbs. Give me a little piece of that blessing. And Jesus said, you know what? You're right. There you go. See what I'm saying? Sometimes if we wait long enough, we can come up with the right answers for our own problems. We build up strength. We build up strategy. We get prepared. When you're waiting, get prepared. Do something. Get ready for your blessing. Don't sit there and say, I'm waiting on the Lord. God waiting on you. Sometimes the trigger of waiting is God waiting for you to do something so he can do something. God is not going to do nothing. Let me say this. I apologize for every church that taught you to sit down there and wait for a miracle. We used to sit there and don't do nothing. Just wait on the Lord. And don't just wait and sit there and God gonna come by. No, he won't. If you want money, wait for the check in the mail. No check gonna come in the mail. God don't move. God gave man authority, and God needs man permission to do anything in the earth. God can intervene. He can make miracles because he's still God. But guess what? He still used Moses. He said, well, Moses, hit the ground and part the Red Sea. Hold out your arm. He used Moses. He said, what you got in your hand? He told Moses to use his rod. He still used man. God used Nebuchadnezzar to discipline Israel. Jesus was a man, God in the flesh. He still had to use Mary to come into earth. Emmanuel, God is with us. He gave man dominion, so he needs man to bless man. He needs you to do the blessing. So what do you mean? If you talk about God, I want a business or I want a new car, then God will tell you put $20 away. He's going to see you. That's called faith. He said if you have he said you just need a little bit of faith. And I didn't understand that. He means you needed to do a little something to show me that you want it. We didn't even, if you have a faith for the grain, he don't mean mentally, he means doing something physically. Lord, I need a new house. Well, put $50 away a month for your new house. $50, I know $50 ain't gonna buy no house. But God will bless you. and you save it up and you looking at houses, and God said, well, tell you, well, go out and look for a house. God, I ain't got no money. Go out and look for a house. Go in one of the open houses. And you're like, God, I ain't got no money. You get to the open house. Beautiful house, the house you want. And you start talking to the owner or somebody there. The owner just so happened to came in. And they find out.
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
gpw.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding, transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gpwm.org. Thanks again for watching.
A place where I miss it, can feel